NSCDC uncovers illegal pipelines connected to NNPC OML 20 Egbema. Itodo for 3 federal government declares Tuesday and Wednesday public holidays. APC chief for state police recommends special constabulary. Federal government recommits to well-being of Nigerians. Road to 500 billion naira recapitalization. Bank owners lobby seek adjustment in share capital composition. Minister faults killing of 25 persons in Kogi. 4 armed robbery suspects nabbed in Lagos. And that's it on The Guardian. On The Nation, Itodo for 3. Sultan directs Muslims to look for new moon Monday. Battle for party leadership. Ayu keeps PDP in suspense. Forex inflows rise to $3.7 billion. Labour Party rejects NLC-backed truce talks. Excitement as Lagos receives solo driver from London to Lagos. Lottery agency lauds EFCC for raising remittance inflows to 2.1 billion naira. Officer killed, 4 soldiers injured in terrorists' ambush in Borno. Let's move into the Daily Trust. Ganduje brought shame to Kano people. I must probe him, Governor Yusuf. Kidnap kingpin Wadume receives heroic welcome in Taraba after jail term. Obi in Bauchi donates borehole, gives families cash for Salah. Palliatives. Sokoto residents fear dead in stampede at Wamako's residence. Don't plunge rivers into turmoil. CP warns amid Wike Fubara crisis. Tariff hike. FCCPC NSE call for metering of all consumers within 60 days. Increase in sugar tax will kill jobs investments, according to a report. Nigerians in UAE stranded over work permit, visa ban. Ogun PDP to recall suspended leaders ahead 2027 poll. Foreign reserves dropped by 3% in 18 days. And moving on to the Punch, pedestrians bemoan robberies, miscreants' presence on Lagos bridges. $2.3 billion Siemens power project transformers, substations arrive Nigeria. OPS takes power tariff hikes protest to Tinubu. Nigerians arrested over Australian teenager's extortion death. Panama Papers. Trial begins 8 years after tax scandal. Forced friendship. Wike Fubara square up again as Villa's peace deal crumbles. BDC operators ask CBN to lower exchange rate. Dollar video. Release report of Ganduje's probe, Kanu tells EFCC. External reserves dropped by $950 million in 17 days, CBN report. Comedian AY, wife separate after 20 years. Indian-bound trafficker vomits, excretes 80 cocaine wraps in Lagos airport. And that's it on The Punch. We've gone through The Vanguard, The Guardian, The Nation, Daily Trust, and The Punch. Time to get to your reactions right now. It's 6:38. To call in and join, 08095974869 and 08099930137. We're also streaming on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja, so you can go on there to watch live and be a part of the conversation as well. If you would like to send a message, you can do that on WhatsApp, 08099930137. On Facebook, Moaza John Lasisi says, power tariff hike, we must resist oppression of ordinary Nigerians. Dr. Mrs. Unma Lebar, the creation of state police would not offer solutions to insecurity, but establishment of well-organized vigilante groups at community levels. Criminal elements live and interact with people, and unless their activities are exposed, they will remain threats. If we expose them, crimes will be reduced. Policemen have not been effective in policing their communities, is what she goes on to say. Divine Wagsy and Judwell Chukwuji, thank you for joining the conversation this morning. I'll get to your messages shortly. And trying to complete Dr. Mrs. Umar Libera's message, she says, this calls for moral and ethical reorientation. That's how she's ending her message. Emeka Ohanyedo says, so of what use? Okay, we're going to get to that conversation later on, Emeka, so I would hold off your thoughts to that, okay? Let's see what you were saying on WhatsApp at this time. Good morning, Oludade Abeodu. Nigerian politicians would not stop making me laugh. According to Kwankwaso, his party is the only solution to Nigeria's problem. Is it that the parties from another planet? The same people move from one party to another, is how he ends his message. And Oppoland says proposed sale of petrol for lower amount will reduce tension in the society. However, the issue of electricity hike should be reversed to avoid hardship, poverty, and increase in crime, because many people will be out of jobs. Good morning. Welcome.
This is Charles calling from Wilson.
Welcome, Charles. Please go ahead.
The guy that I remember a few years ago in Taraba, how police and security officers were gunned down, and so many things that this guy masterminded. At the end of the day, he has been released and was given celebration. This is a kind of control we find ourselves. If people, in other words, people should even engage in crime and get celebrated. This is the society they are building in this part of the world. Soldiers are ambushed in Medigri. I hope Mr. President has given marching order like he did in Delta State. And the soldiers that was killed in Medigri, their life doesn't matter. Why the ones they killed in Delta, their life matters. I was expecting Chief of Army Staff also to give marching order for that community to be burned down like they used to do.
Well, there was no marching order for any community to be burned down at any point in time, according to the statements made by the military. So don't drive the narrative.
And even in this session, people are calling and said, you can't kill a soldier. That community must pay for it. I want that community to pay because this flight they too.
Well, Charles, you do realize that just because people from the community do something terrible doesn't make everyone in the community guilty of that crime. So let's be very careful in pushing certain narratives.
If you have this ideology, what you have told me now, how come that every time I have said this, that I will never support the killing of anybody, even a soldier? That when it happens, or those that are involved should be thoroughly investigated and brought to book.
All right, Charles. We need to make room for others to call in as well, Charles.
Communities are being burned down, or people are being in economy. People are still in the bush till day.
All right. Let's get to you now. Good morning.
Hello.
Welcome.
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name?
My name is Roland.
Roland, can you move away from your device when you call in so we can hear you clearly? Thank you. Welcome. Good morning. Your connection is not exactly great. It's a bit distorted. Do you want to readjust your positioning and see if that helps? Okay, we can barely hear you. If you can call back, please do that. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome.
It's Omeza calling you.
Go ahead.
Wadome, I don't know if I got the pronounce
That's it.
of his name. I just remember when he was caught, what happened, and the officer, our once gallant officer that did everything. Though he's having his own issue, but let me focus on Wadome. So is it that the judge made mistake by sending him to prison? I think he spent 2 years or so. He released him yesterday. And his people, some traditional rulers, some in politics, welcomed him like a hero. And tomorrow, some people will call on radio and say, insecurity should end. It's not going to end. See, you cannot use one mouth to say, Mom is not good. The same thing I will do. You say I'm not good. Madam Tara will do the same thing. You come on radio and say it's good. You welcome her. Roll her drums, come here to start celebrating her. And you think other people are not watching. See, we are not ready to fight insecurity. It's just unfortunate. Another reason that we're having this insecurity will just also have to do with failure of the family as an institution. And that is what will take me to the story of my AY. Before now, I already that they're having issues. It's normal. I do have issues with my own partner. But yesterday, he broke the camel's back. He came out to say, yes, they are having issues. And the wife came back to reply. I want to appeal to them and those of us having issues at home. Not be social media. Join us together. In African countries, when you have issues, you know where to go back to. Though we will say don't involve third party, but if it's beyond you, you go back home. Don't wash your dirty linen outside. The fact now that they have they have children. But the voice, I want to ask you this question. Why is devil succeeding in scattering homes? Do you know that institution is sacred? What is it that our parents did not go through, that they were able to stay together, that the devil, small thing like this, 20 years after,
All
we
right.
talked about the one of 40-something years after. The woman say I no do, the man say I no do. We hear of STDs, we hear of fornication. The day I will talk about fornication, that thing, 1 minute enjoyment, normally scatter hope.
All right.
We hear of drinking, not taking care of me, so I beg everybody, whole your family. Thank you.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning once again, Mr. Itodo.
Welcome. What's your name, please?
My name is Abubakar Ali Tinubu Pikin. I'm calling from PW Kubwa.
Go ahead.
I laugh so much loud that people begin to ask what is happening. Be to leave, you can leave Labour Party if you want to leave. Do they really know what they are saying? Should Peter Obi leave Labour Party today? That party. Before 12 noon, all the legislators in state, at federal level, will join that party. Who know about Labour Party before Peter Obi joined them? Do they have... It's a paperweight political party before Peter Obi joined. He joined and made them who they are, and they are now even taunting him that if you want to leave, you can leave. Well, let them try it. That party is the one that gave them life. They were in the ICU, in fact, gasping for breath. This man came and gave the party life, and look at what... That is why sometimes the kind of politics we play in this... Very, very appalling.
What's
and sad.
happening? What's happening to your connection? It keeps getting distorted. I'm missing out a couple of things you're saying. But go ahead.
What do you mean, sir?
Just the last word you said. It didn't exactly project.
I said ICU gasping for trying to survive, practically dying. This man came and gave up a new lease of life, and they are now saying, if you want to leave, you can leave. If you leave 7 a.m. this morning and join another party by 8 a.m., they will lose all their senators, House of Rep, State House of Assembly to the party he joined. If they think it's a lie, they should try it.
Are you speaking as a prophet, or this is just you assuming that that's how it will play out?
This is the reality. A lot of people won election. They did not pay a dime. They did not spend a dime because of the name of Peter Obi. Look, me, I like saying the truth too.
All right.
I had Tinubu Pekin and I will remain. But when the truth come, more talk. Na Peter Obi be labor. If you leave labor, or more labor don't pay me. Thank you for the wonderful opportunity.
Thank you. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Itodo.
Welcome. What's your name, please?
My name is Umar.
Go ahead, Umar.
But I call it your normal regular line.
It's interesting to see you calling this line.
Because our worker took over the WhatsApp call now, so let me go this way. Now, my two my God, welcome back to me.
Yes.
My solution, my humble opinion to insecurity. Nigeria, you don't do. They get a this country. Why Christian, everybody go there separately. This is our opinion anyway. You see, these people from this region, they don't stay with it because they have a way of staying with it. Kidnappers, yeah. Just call everything you want to talk about. Then, why now? So they don't stay with this country, share the country, everybody go there separately.
Do you think that would solve anything?
I am sure it will. By the time you do that safety there with every you from this house, put your way, you boy. You don't do now.
All right.
You call whenever you call and then you call better, you call, why they say that well? Huh?
All right. Thank you for sharing your thoughts, and that's your opinion. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning, Dickie Itodo.
Welcome.
The one and only. Abubakar Ali, aka Tinubu Pekin, I greet you. I greet the listeners and callers of this great radio station. Do I hear that Wat Dume received warm welcome from his hometown? Just imagine. Then Dickie Itodo, where is that former Kelvin? I mean, which one that they arrested that at Lagos that time? What can be his name safe?
Which of them are you referring to?
That former,
Which of them are you referring to? Or who are you referring to?
The other one that they arrested in Lagos that time before they arrested him in Ghana before before Wadume. Kelvin, I mean somebody Kelvin or I forget his name. One popularly kidnapper like that. I think he has been in custody since, and they kidnapped him. They arrested him for how many years? See, something needs to be done about our judiciary. They are the problem to this country. Look at the person that was kidnapped, killed soldiers, those soldiers and their family member. Maybe they are still wallowing in pains. Maybe even now their entitlement haven't been paid. But this criminal, this kidnapper that they traced him in Kano, got him arrested. They just gave him how many years? Now he is back to his society and people hail him, welcoming him. Then how will insecurity end in this country? The criminals are being released back to the society. And how do you think that the family member that give information about this criminal will be safe? That is the problem. Now we lost our gallant men in Borno. Our officers and gallant soldiers lost their lives due to Boko Haram. And you can imagine what is happening. See, something needs to be done about this insecurity, or else it's going to consume all of us. Something needs to be done. Why would they release this Wadume? Why will they release this Wadume? That is the question I'm asking. While some other people that they are crying not up to these people, they are still wallowing. Some people are there in prison just because of something that they don't even know, innocently, but they release criminal out. Nigeria. In fact, I'm disappointed in our judiciary. To be sincere, thank you.
All right. Let's go through a bit of a trail as to how this Wadume situation happened. So, controversy trailed his arrest in 2019 after the IRT team of the IGP squad that arrested him were attacked by soldiers while on their way to Abuja. And the soldiers were attached to Battalion 93, Ibi Takum Road, led by Tijani Balarabe, and were reported to have set Wadume free and subsequently killed some of the officers who arrested him on August 6, 2019. So 3 policemen and 2 civilians were killed during the incident, while 5 other policemen were injured, and the soldiers were questioned by a joint panel charged with probing the incident. Now, in his statement to the joint investigation panel, Barabe reportedly confessed using a spoon to open the handcuff, and he said he had interviewed one of the injured police officers after Ibrahim Mohammed, an army sergeant, shot at the tires of one of the vehicles conveying the policemen. Now, the army captain further explained that he took Wadume and his 2 sisters to his house, where he went to in Ibi town with Saad to retrieve some rifles belonging to the IRT policemen. He said on returning, Wadume had disappeared. But 2 weeks after he was freed illegally, Wadume was traced to a house he bought in Kanu and rearrested. Now, on his conviction, the Federal High Court in Abuja later sentenced him to 7 years in jail. Wadume was convicted and jailed for escaping from lawful custody and unlawfully dealing in prohibited firearms. But the prosecution failed to prove the charges of kidnapping against him. And the judge at the time, Binta Yako, found
informative, exciting, and stimulating
Wadume guilty on counts 2 and 10 of the 13 charges.
Got your day and have a good time.
This is Nigeria Info. This is Nigeria Info.